I'm live. Wow. Once again. And this time something else. This time I'm editing on or in Affinity Photos. Affinity Photo, not Affinity Photos. Yeah, I am live. Good. So I already took some pictures today. And you will see just what I do. And you can type in chat if you're interested. And I'm actually not going to use music because I don't know, just a little bit easier. So this is my first picture. Here are the settings. So one 4,000th of a second. Yeah, that's how you say it. It's shot on my Sony a6300, of course. I'm not sure why it doesn't tell me the aperture. Maybe because I used like a macro ring adapter, but normally it does have it tells you. Okay, this is also Voltrox, but how does it know the lens if? Because I'm pretty sure that's not the Voltrox. That is the Voltrox in the 1.40, yeah. But for example, this is 100% not. It says it. Okay, I know why. Just I unplugged the lens while the camera was still on and changed the lens, of course, and then it didn't really know what the settings are. So this is with 50 millimeters f1.4. I'm not sure what the aperture really was, maybe like f2 or 2.8, and yeah, ISO 100. And my camera's like screaming at me, hello, you're overexposed. But no, it's actually fine. I'm actually going to make it roughly the same. I will not increase clarity because it will look horrible. Well, actually, if it looks tiny, it actually looks not too bad. But I'll decrease a little bit. I'll make it more sunny in terms of making the lights up. I'm actually just going to increase the whole exposure. I'm making like a small S-curve in the picture just to make it more interesting. Contrast, because why not? Yeah, sharpness is definitely, all of the pictures are very soft. That's why I'm just going to use a lot of sharpening, or relatively much. Maybe also let's see if I can get it to remove the green fringing. And that worked flawlessly. Wow, wonderful. I'm actually quite happy. Still really busy down there. I don't really like that, to be honest. And from the temperature, it's quite decent, I think. Maybe a little more greenish. Now in terms of that's pretty even, and from in terms of just focus thingy, I would actually leave it or just make it a little more like this, so it's really centered. And there you can also see the how it was before and how it's after. More warm, actually. Actually like it more if it's warm. Yeah, it's definitely bright, but that's also fine. And yeah, increased sharpness. Noise is not here because of ISO 100 and very bright. Yeah, maybe shadows a little bit darker. Yeah, like -3. Just to give it a little more depth or something. Depth. Yeah, I would say that's finished. It's a quick edit because the picture was already so good. Then the second, we have quite a lot, so I'm going through quickly. I always go in this processing tab, so I can just do all of my settings. Actually just increase this because the histogram already says that it's exposed fine or perfect actually. Slightly green. Or just -1, yeah, it doesn't matter. Definitely increase the highlights. Shadows. Yeah, it's basically fine already. With this, I wouldn't play too much because it quickly looks very fake. Even though I think in camera I decreased the saturation a little bit. Actually, purple fringing is fine. The lens is actually a really old one, so surprising that old technology still works, or mechanic technology still works so good. That's cool. And it also has the special look, which you can't really get with precise new lenses. That's why I, used it or use it still, generally. I would decrease the top because it looks kind of weird. The bottom looks very chaotic. But now it looks kind of weird as well. Maybe just like this, so you have more of the top. Yeah, I think that's fine. And you have this huge lens flare going through the whole picture. It actually looks interesting. Yo, do it. Also like that picture. Now, even more dreamy. I have no idea how I did this. Or I kind of know. If you have really wide aperture lens and then put like some stuff or some plants in front of the picture, you can make it really dreamy really quickly, and it looks really fancy, not gonna lie. I think I'm quite happy with this. It actually decreases a little bit the brightness, yeah, just to further accentuate the middle. Yeah, saturation, like what you said, don't play too much with that. Warmth, it looks very warm from the sun, or I think it should, at least. Then highlights, look how much detail I still have, but I'm not going to decrease it that much. And the shadows should be dark because we already have so much bright stuff here. I'm actually not that happy with this picture. The bottom right just is very messy. So maybe, nope. The top right also. So just a crop to make it. I think so. Why not? Yeah, sure. You can also do some distortion if that looks interesting. Yeah, why not actually? Just makes it even more interesting, the picture, I think. Yep. Pretty happy with that. Maybe also chromatic aberration. Just remove it as good as possible without investing like 10 hours. Because the chromatic aberration doesn't really work. I mean, sometimes it does, and you just click it and then it's finished. But sometimes you really have to tweak it for ages. Now, a similar one, but a little more messy. So I'm already just going to quickly pull this up. So you have more blue. That actually looks interesting, not gonna lie. Increased just general decrease. Ooh, no. That could get not too bad. I actually kind of like it already. The difference in blue and green. It's very, I don't know, contrasty or something. Like this. I actually don't know. Maybe also, nope. Just full right. Kind of, yeah, yeah. Top right corner. That's, I think, quite nice. But it's still really busy. So I don't know. Yeah, I should probably decrease this a lot. Yep. I think so. Looks okay. Now with a wonderful sun creating first reflections in the glass itself and also some bokeh balls, which are rectangular because of the old system technology, basically. Just not as good coatings on the lenses. I should. I want to kind of make it more warm because it looks very trist. There's no word at trist. It's very, I don't know, sad, kind of. Kind of. You are. Can't really see the warmth of the sun. But, oh, huh? I think I kind of ruined it, to be honest. Yeah, I'll leave it cool, to be honest. Exposure. Okay. Oh, that's full exposed, and that's underexposed. It's a JPEG, by the way, so we don't have so much to play with, but a little bit. Because, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes raw makes sense, but on the daily basis, just more hassle. And this is also photographed on the 50mm 1.4, if you wondered. Sure, just put everything on. On. Um, well, actually, going to try something. I'm not idea. I have no idea if that is going to work. So now you have the warmth of the sun while still having the cold of everything else, basically. Maybe shouldn't increase clarity that much. Just makes it, the background looks less good, basically. And maybe not as warm, just like this. Yep, I like it. I really do. Maybe from the like this, so you have even less top left, but then it's like crammed. That's my problem. Kind of like it, yeah. It's cool. I like the lens flare, basically. It's very interesting. Now let's continue with this. I'll first drink a little bit. Stay hydrated. And probably I'm going to post some of these pictures at least on my Instagram account, which I newly created. So if you're interested, just look there. The Instagram account is on my YouTube page. There's a link where you can just quickly find it. This is, I think, relatively close. I think like f5.6 or something, because I was relatively close. That's why the background is still so so out of focus. My voice is like dying. I don't know why. Clarity? Yes, there's clarity, fine. That just makes it more pop. That's wonderful. I like that the background is so dark. It just gives a really nice contrast to the image. Sure, a little more green. And shadows, yeah, they don't have important information in them. Look, that's just a small edit. I would actually say the thing in the front is kind of messy, so I would just slightly edit that away or cut that away. No, more like this. Oop, oop. Yeah. I actually like it with more breathing room. And that's the case with a lot of pictures actually. I just appreciate when there's more breathing room. Or just make it closer, because why not? We actually don't have that much fringing, which is cool. Well, we have some noise. We can fix that quite easily. But some noise is also making the picture look better, so I don't know. Just be gentle with it. Because this is also most definitely taken at ISO 100. Or actually, it was relatively dark and the aperture was relatively closed. So maybe at like 250, 125, okay. So not that much. And now we come to a B photo. The color's a little off, and I would also cut the emptiness away. So first, of course, color with, or you can do whatever you want actually. The system in which you do it, it doesn't matter. I would make it definitely more warm. I really make the purple pop. No. I just wanted to show how it looks, but no, it doesn't matter. Maybe a little more exposure. And with this little change, I already changed from this to this, which I think I'm quite happy with it already. Because the B is just awesome. It's even quite sharp, which with manual focus, difficult. I was really lucky. Is this the black thing here? Is it his nose or what? Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't know a lot about bees or animals. And I would keep the shadows down. And the highlights can make them pop more. Oh, wow, that's really cold. That's way more comfortable, in my opinion. Of course. Everyone's going to be different. We also don't have a lot of chromatic aberration. Actually, none, to be honest. That's good. That's good. And now, close it down to this. Yeah. Actually, still a little bit. Because we got more macro. Yes, that's wonderful. It's just getting better. Now we're at 15 megapixels instead of 24, which we started with. That's still fine, I guess. Yeah, just a tiny bit smaller. Yeah, I like this. There's a lot of purple, which really pops. Could still sharpen. You can see all the hair, but don't sharpen it too much. Yes, that looks good. That really does look good. Wait, is this yellow thing like beeswax or something similar? That's actually cool. Never seen that in that amount of detail. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this. Also, take a lot of interesting photos, to be honest. Of course, these are already picked the best out of, I don't know, 80 I took today. But I really like this picture, to be honest, as well. That's might seem weird, but I do. Of course, not they're the best, but I'm happy with them. They could definitely be worse. That seems good. And I can make them a little more saturated. Just to make the, or actually, I can make the yellow pop or make the yellow pop itself later. Temperature wise, sure, make it warmer a little bit. And just make a little more green so it still looks natural. Then the highlights, yep, we want them. And shadows, no, we don't want them. And sharpness wise, just increase it to make it pop a little more. And actually noise is fine, because yeah, it's just not that much. And now what I also wanted to do is just slightly make this warmer. Might become obvious. Actually doesn't really. Oh, a little bit. 22 and more saturation. Oh yes. Wait, I can show you. That's how it look now and before. It's subtle, but the increased warmth is just fake, of course. But if it works, it works. And that's what matters. I think you can say that. Yeah, just the glow, the extra glow, that really matters. And from this, maybe a little bit, but don't make it too cramped again. Actually kind of preferred it without or with less, to be honest. Yeah, that's good. Before and after. Yes, that's wonderful. That's actually really good. And now going to this plant. I have, of course, no idea what plant this is, but you can take pictures of it, of course. What would I do? Make it brighter, of course. And make this more brighter. Don't make it more clarity. I think this was photograph of like f8. So there you can see what you can also get out of f8 if you're close enough. Just about perspective. Actually would like to try to hold this relatively cool. Don't make it warm this time. Yeah, I should definitely increase the shadows to make it not too sad. Yep. And distortion, sure, a little bit. Why not? And from no chromatic aberration, I think. From sharpness, sure, yeah. And noise, not there basically. Just so I did something. Tick the box now. And yeah, I would say that's it. Would I maybe edit? What would I do? A little bit less of the sky. Sure. Why not? That's now, that was before. Definitely a lot darker. So quite. What happens if I do this? There's basically no vignette. So it doesn't change anything. Makes sense. And now the pictures with my ultra wide lens. You can definitely see already the difference. It's definitely way harder to do macro plant photography with this lens, but as you can see, you can also get some really astonishing shots of it. I really like them. Yeah, they really pop. And they're different. Yeah, most macro shots are 80 millimeters because you can't get so close to the plant. But if you just do somehow, I actually don't know. I think this was without a macro adapter basically, but not sure. Contrast, sure. Um, this stuff, yeah, definitely, but not make it too saturated. And highlights. Actually, maybe for just next week or something, make a video out of this stream. Because why not? And also, yeah, some vignette. Because why not? It looks cool. I would not do this with this lens, to be honest. Yeah. And chromatic aberration, of course, it's a good lens. Nope, don't need that. And just increase the sharpness. It still looks good. Wow, it really does pop. Actually, don't need noise reduction. It's totally fine. Make it more green. And I would say that's it. Maybe a little bit from the horizon. Other than that, okay, it is really subtle. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe. Not sure if I should do this. Can really zoom to every pixel. That's why I love this program compared to the normal editing program that everyone uses. And now, yeah, man, this is cool. Yep. Yeah, who cares about that one pixel? Nobody's going to see that. That's just the interesting thing. And now, the picture now, before, now, before. Just extra pop. Yeah, I like that. I would probably in the end add some vignette. Even though it still has some. Yeah, maybe it's going to take some more. And a similar picture, just portrait, not landscape. Type of shot, I don't know. And I would definitely increase the brightness even more if I could, but you probably do this with this. It's already fine. That's how easy it is. Clarity, you have to be careful as well. I would actually decrease it, to be honest, and just increase the sharpness in this way with this slider at very high values. It's actually fine. 27 and 13 is a lot, but sure, why not? And just a little bit of noise reduction, not too much. Keep it clean. Now it looks unnatural. Yeah. And just decrease a little bit. And a little bit of contrast. I like the shadows because it's from behind the picture. Makes sense. Yep. That's before, that's after. Before and after. Yep. The less, how's it called, clarity definitely made this disappear a little bit more. Which definitely helps. Yep. That's wonderful. And one more. The last picture. And that is also pretty cool. It is a lot of going on there. I agree. But it looks interesting. Definitely clarity at 0. And a little bit of saturation. And a little bit of this Leuchtkraft. No idea what it is. Yeah, it just makes it so much better. What the heck? Just a little bit of temperature more warm. Just makes it pop so much more. Tiny bit shadow. Of course, sharpness again. Now you can see that it gets weird. Well, it is actually already quite sharp, to be honest. You can see a little bit of color, how's it called? Color noise. But that's, I think, to be expected. And also this a little bit makes it wonderful. Just decreases the amount of background a little bit. Just puts the center even more to the focus. It's not, you could say, realist of moves, but it's fine. Yep, I would call this done. Of course, you can't change the focus anymore. This plant looks kind of weird, but I didn't have time, 10 hours to take this picture and analyze everything. The horizon is pretty level. Yeah, nobody's going to realize that. And that's all of the pictures. What are my favorites? So definitely That's also really damn good. But I think no. No, that's just that. This one is definitely my favorite. This I would also count. This is good, but not the best. This is also interesting, but not the best. This is clean. You would see this like in a I don't know, calendar or something. Then the B, I like that one a lot, just because it is that sharp. Yep, you can see the honey thingy. And this is also really my favorite because I like how I did it basically. And this is also this, or I think they're both kind of weird, but I think this with more of the sky is more interesting. I think this, it's decent. The contrast between the flower and the background is kind of not really that apparent, and also no color contrast. Yep. So favorites? No, it's good. It's really good, or it's okay. But so this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one, of course. So 5 favorite pictures basically. And this, I actually don't know. Well, it's decent. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or ideas, I would be thankful. Yeah, thank you for watching and see you sometime soon. Let's see how much views this stream gets, because I have no idea if you're interested in photography. But yeah, watch on my Instagram and see you soon. Bye bye.